How to convert more of your new patients into care plans or packages. Guys, in this video, I'm basically going to be showing you a strategy that you can use if you're a chiropractor to help you convert more of the new patients that you get, whether it be from social media or even in-person networking. I'm gonna show you a strategy that you can actually use to convert more of your new patients into care plans and care packages. Because as we both know, right, yes, getting a patient through the door, a new patient through the door is amazing. But ultimately, if they just show up once, which I'm not saying that's never gonna happen, but if you could get more people to not just show up once and actually continue care with you, obviously the better they get, the better results they get, and the more money that you actually make and the more people that you actually help, which is ultimately the best of all worlds in the chiropractic world, right? So I'm not gonna waste your time. Let's go ahead and let's get right into it. So I call this strategy the gap rule, okay? It's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna break it down to you. As soon as I tell you, you're probably gonna already have an idea of what I'm talking about, and you can actually start implementing it as soon as possible. So I want you to imagine, okay, that this is point A and this is point B, okay? And point A is basically the pains that they're going through, that your patient is going through. So for example, let's say Sally comes in and she has low back pain, and her low back pain is keeping her from being able to sit at her desk all day, which is where she works, right? To be able to sit at her desk all day and work, and she actually has to take a lot of breaks and actually get up, you know, maybe stretch a little bit. She even takes Tylenol for it and it still doesn't work, etc., etc. That is point A. So this is where she's currently at now. Then you have point B. Point B is the outcome. So the outcome is Sally does not want to have low back pain anymore, or she wants to reduce the low back pain that she currently has so that she can be able to sit at her desk for longer periods of time, get work done, and avoid taking over-the-counter drugs. So that is the outcome. Now, what I did here, if you can see, between point A and point B, there's a gap. And a lot of you do not do this whenever you are actually trying to sell your care plans and care packages. You do not build a big enough gap. If there is a gap, there is something missing. It's psychologically, they are going to feel that something is missing from, okay, this is where I'm at now, this is where I want to be, how do I get there? And from my own experience in sales in general, if you can build a big enough gap, the higher chances you have of actually closing the deal. So in this case, you need to learn how to build bigger gaps from where people are currently at and where they want to be. And obviously that's going to take you actually listening to what they're telling you, which I know you're already doing in the first place. Now, once you're done listening, okay, and obviously you might even need to ask some questions of, hey, so is this keeping you from doing anything at home or work, which is something that you're probably already asking. You're already asking these questions. Now all you have to do is frame it within this gap method and gap rule that I'm talking about. Because like I said, if you can do that and you can build a big enough gap, guess who's the missing piece? You, right? And that is the way that you are going to present it. Build a big enough gap, okay? Where is the person currently at? Where do they want to be? Okay, and the more that you have, the better, by the way, too, as well. So if they can talk a little bit more about, you know, where they're currently at in their pains and what they're going through and all kinds of different outcomes, then it increases the chances of you actually closing that sale. Now, the challenge is not necessarily building the gap. The challenge is making it very clear that you are the missing piece, that getting chiropractic care is how they are going to get from point A to point B. Now, obviously, you don't want to tell them, hey, you know, yeah, obviously, you know, you want to get here and I feel like the best choice would be just to come in, right? So what you want to do is you want to create a web of what I would call a journey, right? From point A to point B, and explain to them exactly what they need in order to get from point A to point B working with you. For example, this is my point A to point B. Okay, so point A for me, for my ideal client is they're not getting patients from Instagram. They either don't know how to use Instagram, or they simply just don't have the funds to actually use Instagram, or they really don't care and they think that it doesn't work. So those are some pain points that I can point out for me. The biggest one that obviously I head on is they don't know how to use Instagram to get more patients from it. And then you have point B, which is they want to get more patients from their Instagram. I'm talking about you guys. So the gap between point A to point B is a couple of pillars. So the first pillar is profile optimization, which means we have to make the profile look better, look more professional. So then when people land on it, then they actually, feel like that, oh, okay, this is worth following. Because if your page looks like crap, then you're probably not gonna get a lot of people to follow you. So that's the first pillar. The second pillar is going to be content, because your content is going to show people, one, who you help, and also showing what you can do for people. And this includes treatments, this includes video testimonials, everything, okay? So that's content. And then we have another pillar, which is ads, because we need to gain local followers. We don't want followers all over the world. Okay, we want people in our local area, and we want to build that as much as possible so that we can basically market to them for free when we post our content. That's usually how it works. And then there's the fourth pillar. The fourth pillar is the conversion process, which is the messaging. You have to reach out to people, qualify them to see if they're a good fit for what you do. And if they're a good fit, then you literally just get them on the schedule from there. So that is my journey from point A to point B for my clientele. Now you need to create your own journey as well. Now I'm not saying that every single patient's journey is gonna be the same. Obviously, not everybody is the same, but you are good at what you do, and you'll be able to tell what that journey will look like for them in order to get from point A to point B fairly quickly. And if you can communicate that to them, saying, hey, listen, I know that you're experiencing low back pain, Sally, and it's been bothering you for a while. I'm sorry about that. And I know that you want to be able to get to the point to where you're not taking over-the-counter medicine and you're actually able to sit at your job for long periods of time and enjoy actually working. I have something in plan for you that I want to share with you, and just to kind of show you what it would look like in order for you to get to that point. Would you like to hear that? And then you literally just explain the journey to them, just like I just did with you. So that's it, guys. Okay, I gave you a secret weapon, honestly, that I don't think a lot of people teach you guys how to actually utilize when it comes to selling care plans and care packages. So now all you got to do is just go implement it. Now, before I go, I want to go ahead and invite you to join an exclusive private community that I have full of chiros that have went through my coaching program and are adding an extra 50 to 200K per year in revenue for their practice using Instagram. And I also want to give you access to my Instagram patient funnel starter course, where it's literally going to teach you how you could do 3 things. 1, first and foremost, get started with the strategy and add an extra 50 to 200K in revenue for your practice every single year using Instagram. 2, attract more of your ideal patients using Instagram. And then 3, save money and avoid paying hefty marketing agency retainers. Because we all know, I don't know if we would say we all know, but for those of you who have worked with marketing agencies, or you've heard of a friend working with a marketing agency, it's usually not a good experience. Not all the time, right? But for the most part, it's not a good experience. And it's a lot of money, right? So those are 3 things that I offer to you. I want you to join this community group. It's completely free. Okay, I'm gonna put the link down in the description below. But other than that, hope you got tons of value from this. If you guys like content like this, then go ahead and give me a follow here on YouTube or subscribe to my channel. I'm used to saying follow me on Instagram. My bad, I screwed up. But subscribe to my channel, okay? Because I'm gonna post more content like this because I wanna help you. I wanna help you as much as I possibly can, even if you're not working with me. I really, truly feel like I'm called to give as much value as I possibly can to the chiropractic industry when it comes to marketing and sales. So give me a subscribe, okay? Stay tuned, and yeah, go implement the gap rule. I'll see y'all later.